Actually, now I'm recording.
All right, three, two. Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable. I'm Justin,
I'm Jalen.
and for this episode, we're going to be continuing the Tay Roc career recap series. Well, this is really the end of it. Part three. Last time we left off in our part two video, the last battle we talked about was the official battle. For anyone who hasn't checked out part two or part one, I recommend just my recommendation that you go check it out just so you can come along for the whole ride. But now we're gonna start off with his 38th URL battle, which was him and Easy the Block Captain versus Geechee Gotti and Swamp. Just real quick, how I felt about the battle. I thought it was dope. The whole card. It was that kind of new era, old era 2-on-2, where I felt they kind of matched up. Like the teams I felt was like the kind of like the vet and then the up and comer who's kind of resembles their style in some way, right?
Hmm.
So I thought it was dope for Easy and Tay Roc to team up. I think all time they might. Well, Tay Roc's definitely top five most consistent, but I think Easy, you could make a case that he's in that too. Doesn't really take a round off. Takes his craft very serious. So I was very impressed with what they did. I was impressed with Gishi Gotti and Swamp also. Overall, great 2-on-2. To call a winner, I think you'll kind of be nitpicking. It was a close battle. No one got bodied. I just had it as a debatable battle. But overall, it was a, like I said, great card, great look for the up and comers. I appreciated the vets for participating, whoever did, and just another great battle on Tay Rock's career.
Yeah. Specifically with this battle, I remember it vividly. Like I said before, it's kind of with Tay Roc and Chess, Tay Roc and Briz, you kind of see the roles being reversed with him, being that vet and guiding like the newcomers along throughout their journey and everything, and you can see that like Tay Roc and Easy the Block Captain is very kind of similar for them, kind of just being in the game a while, and to the people in their class, they're not new, but they have like a little slow progression with them, but then when they like start to like blossom, they kind of get that stardom, and get the ball rolling like a lot. Easy to block captain. As of right now, he's kind of like a rookie, if you want to say in a sense, but he's always been around in the game, So
All these rookies nowadays be like 45 years old, but
yeah, so kind of similar to Tay Roc, the people in his class were kind of advancing a little further early on in their careers, but Tay Roc, later on, he started to get the ball rolling and he started getting those looks that he needed to get. So it was definitely made sense on both of their parts. Specifically with the battle, I wouldn't say it was like to the level of Tay Roc and Chess or Tay Roc and Surf, but they definitely had like a good performance. I would say it was a solid performance. But for me, when I was watching the battle, I definitely had Geechee and Swamp a little bit more because I felt like their pairing was a little bit kind of meshed well a little bit more, and a little bit better than Tay Roc and Easy, for me. But not to say that Tay Roc and Easy had a bad performance, but I feel like in that sense, what I was expecting from Tay Roc and Easy wasn't what I seen, but it was better. But better yet, it was still a good performance. But that Pacific battle, hold on,
technical difficulties, y'all. We'll be back momentarily.
can
Please make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe on all the videos, y'all. Follow us on Instagram. Follow the movement. You know, we try to keep the page very active. A lot of try to
yeah,
post content to interact with y'all.
yeah, my bad on that. I got a phone call, but
Uh,
yeah, it was still a good performance. Better yet, and I feel like another thing, like those battles where it's not high or low, it just it does just enough for Tay Rock. It doesn't really hurt the stock in any certain way.
no, yeah, but
Hmm.
even for everyone on that card, I mean, unless you got like 3-0 body bag killed and it was just a terrible. Those 2-on-2 is a lot of battlers like to call them all those like all-star game cards. It's just just pairing up and just putting on the just putting on the show for the culture. So to your
Hmm.
point, no one really gained or really lost too much stock from
Yeah.
that battle. But moving on, let's move on to his 39th URL battle, which was him versus Chilla Jones on Gnome. This was when the URL was finally starting to semi open back up a little bit. They was finally letting somewhat of a crowd inside that building. Not no big stage, nothing like that, but just like sort of like when they first started off with the volume series, how they just had a close setting with just people around.
Hmm.
But Tay Roc and Chilla Jones, I thought it was overall an okay battle, probably like a 7 out of 10, nothing too crazy. But I had Tay Roc 3-0. I felt Tay Roc just showed a level of dominance and poise in that battle. He kind of made it look effortless, right?
Hmm.
And not saying Chilla Jones was whack in any extent of the imagination, but I just feel once again Tay Roc just showed that like just that grace. I feel Chilla would have a good round, but then Tay Roc would come and then just show levels. Um, and then just the name Chilla, Tay Roc is pretty good with those name flips. So we heard a lot of those chill flips. The chill back, I got this, and things of that nature.
Hmm.
He definitely had that aggressiveness. Also, that's something Tay Roc's known for. He's definitely gonna harp on his opponent. Yeah, overall solid battle. Did it really do much for Tay Roc's career? No, I really feel this was Tay Roc more. I don't want to say giving Chilla Jones the shot, but sort of just giving Chilla Jones finally that look because we know Chilla Jones. Well, damn near everyone in the culture, even if you're new, old, I'm pretty sure if a Tay Roc battle comes across your desk, you're gonna want to take that. So, Chilla Jones thought he was gonna Chilla Jones thought he was gonna make a movie out of Rock, and Rock definitely flipped the script on that one.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I said, Tay Rock 3-0 overall okay battle. And that's really it.
Yeah, Sam. I feel like Tara really showed out this battle. Especially this being his, eighth gnome appearance. And the no even the known before that he had Daylight. So him and Daylight were like was like the battle of the year. So definitely, you feel me, on the next known, definitely come in with that consistency of having a great performance. um Even prior to this, you could we all know that Chilla Jones kind of called he wanted this battle. Him being champion of the year and then having like this kind of win streak and just kind of blown, yeah, kind of blowing through the opponents that he's been facing on URL. He felt like he was granted it and deserved a Tay Rock battle. He really felt like, for me, I feel like once you call somebody out and you have, like, I specifically want this person, you need to, like, kind of show why specifically in that battle. And I feel like Tay Rock took it a little bit more personally than Chilla Jones because we know like people are not just outside calling out Rock, so people are really, like, Rock, if anything, chooses his opponents. I want him. No one really calls out Rock for children to call out Rock. I feel like Rock was very offended, and for that reason and that reason alone, that's why he really made sure like he went in for the kill and like he didn't leave children with no room to even win, even with his like the like he, everything like all the attributes I said in like all the previous episodes, the highlights of aggression, the quotables, the chill back, and then like I got chill back. I got just the quotable you just said like, oh yeah, all those elements in that chill battle and didn't leave no room for Chilla Jones to separate from that battle. So he definitely cleared them 3-0. There's no really debating really to me. So yeah, you definitely cleared them and made sure like you don't disrespect his name by trying to call him out thinking you're gonna beat him.
Yeah, even to your point, yeah, to all battle rappers, yeah, if you're gonna to Jalen's point, if you're gonna call someone out, especially if you're calling someone out for years. And not saying Chill was, but just in general, if you call someone out for years and then you get smoked, it kind of looks bad for your career. So be cautious on who you call out when you call them out, because we seen it just happen to certain battle rappers. To throw shots, but John the Don, right, called out Surf for about 8 to 10 years. He got 30, then we didn't see him for about 30 months. So
Hmm.
so just be careful, and then be careful who you call out. To your point, Tay Roc's not a person you just call out unless you really got a real angle or something on him. Like, but don't just come in thinking that shit sweet, because like you said, Rock takes offense to that. I heard an
Hmm.
interview. I heard an interview today. I think he was talking about Johnny Easy's diss tracks, and then he just got into diss tracks in general. He was like, "I be fucking all the diss tracks. Don't just say my name, like, cause that
Hmm.
means I'm about to go in the stew and he about to
Hmm.
get some shit." So shout out to Tay Roc for that one. But moving on to the next battle, which will be his 40th battle, the last battle of 2021. Drake card, big stage,
Hmm.
huge battle, the one that was highly anticipated. Um, New Jersey Twerk versus Tay Roc. This all kind of stemmed from, because in a little bit of backstory with it, it all stemmed from the Goonie and Cave Gang beef.
Hmm.
And we kind of know who was running both of those groups, the two heads. New Jersey Twerk, Tay Roc was always going back and forth. I remember when the URL was doing a lot more before, but they even still do it here and there. They were doing the shots fired. We seen Tay Roc definitely had a fire minute and like 15 worth of material. When I first seen it, I was like, I'm surprised he didn't save none of this for the battle. That shit was fucking crazy. Like, and then Twerk came back and he went off, and I was like, wow, I would really want them to save this material, because I feel like if those were their throwaways, then what do they really have? Like, that shit
Hmm.
was crazy. But then leading up to the battle, shout out to Drake for booking it. Um, it was a fire battle. Um, in terms of calling a winner, um, I would have to go back and really watch. If I'm trying to remember, 'cause I did remember we watched this event together. Think I had maybe Rock Edge 2-1, maybe rounds first and third. If I'm trying to remember, I think Twerk took the second, but definitely fire on both ends. Tay Rock had the quote once again, and like we always said, I think he has a quotable about every battle. He had the I burned the lead. You my brother. I can't watch you die, so I turn my head like fire. That's one of the ones we really remember for the battle. But overall, great battle. Twerk definitely showed up. That was one that he wanted, so he didn't. Glad that he didn't mess up the battle, but with no chokes or anything like that. Once again, just a great fight on both ends. You remember surfing the back, talking about we seen monsters before. Like, there was a lot coming out of that battle. Great look though. I like when people are battling. If you have an entourage actually behind you, hyping you up, you feel me? Like, I think it just makes for a better battle to a certain extent. But overall, fire battle.
Yeah, definitely a fire battle. I feel like this was one of the better battles on the card, if not the battle of the night on the card. On the Drake card, definitely a good back and forth. Also with Rock and Twerk, even prior to the battle, Twerk said like Rock was one of his favorite battlers even before battle rap. What kind of got him into battle rap. So Twerk was kind of like a role model for Tay Rock in the battle sense, kind of influenced him to with his style and everything. So you it kind of made sense for this battle to happen due to like circumstances of Twerk, the inconsistencies and whatever. It didn't happen earlier, but even prior to that, he had those two battles against Loso, and there was someone else that he had faith that he had a good performance against. So he kind of proved himself to like have some sort of consistency before these battles to make sure that he didn't he had his full effort and wasn't fucking up. Um, and even prior to the battle, Taylor was like, "You don't fuck up my class," making sure you feel me. This is not no lackluster battle. You making sure that Hook was coming correct in this battle prior to anything. So even when we seen what we seen on the stage, I feel like it was emphasized that preparation was a factor. Um, emphasized. on Twerk for both on both sides. You know, like it was emphasized that Twerk know he needed to not fuck up, and then Tarek even emphasized that you better not fuck up. So you could kind of see how important a rock battle is to certain people, making sure like they're at their top game. Not messing up in no way, shape, or form, making sure that they're on point. And even for Twerk, for him also having like one of the performances of the year for him in that battle. Um, Definitely was going crazy. Had about a million. What you call it? I forgot. Don't tell me. Ah, damn. What's his slogan, bro?
Ooh,
Twerk.
I'm strapped in.
Yeah, yeah. Bro had a million strapped ins, and like he had like about five strapped ins per round. So he was definitely just gassing the whole night. So you could definitely see, feel me, the energy that Tarak
Like,
demanded from his opponents.
he
Um,
did have mad strapped ins in that fucking battle.
Yeah, so you
Uh,
could definitely see the energy Tarak demands from his opponents, and Tarak even matching that energy, having his quotables and those. And I think that second round he was going like wigging those that back to back foot where he's just doing one rhyming pattern and then just kind of like wouldn't not say drag it out, but it does it for a long period of time and it doesn't stop or doesn't
no,
end.
yeah,
Not
that's when he went into what was that show? The knife in him.
mm,
He said the knife in him, his life ending, leave
mm,
without a bottom half, like white women. Like he
yeah.
put yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
was
goes
fire.
into those long running patterns, which I love, which is another attribute about T-Rex that I definitely enjoy watching. So definitely, it was a great battle on both sides. If I do remember correctly, I had T-Rex winning too. And I believe the fan vote had him winning too. But also, this is just another highlight for him as well. Like it's never ending. Like it's always a great performance and a great classic battle as well. One of the best battles of the year of last year. Yeah.
Right. So definitely shout out to both of those gentlemen for that classic battle. Shout out to Drake for that card. We need a new one for this year, Drake. Start running. Um, so that's it for 2021. Right.
Mm,
Finally, in the current year, 2022 starts off the year. Highly anticipated grudge match. Danny Myers versus Tay Roc. Very controversial battle. We argued back and forth about this battle. I remember the original call out from Danny Myers when he battled Young Cannon on that traffic card in LA. He said I'll throw I'll throw rock against the glass like I ain't trying to wake up parents up. Like that
mm,
was a shot heard around the world. Battle didn't happen right after that. It definitely took some years, definitely for that battle to happen. Tay Roc had other plates, and around that time, Danny wasn't revered in the culture as really, I guess you want to say like top tier elite. We knew what he could do. Definitely a vet, but back a couple 2 3 years ago, Danny wasn't really such a huge fan favorite. Um, but then they meet up on the what was it? That was the super fight card.
yeah.
Okay, so
First super fight of the year.
they meet up on the super fight card. Like you said, first card of the year, main event. Just me personally, I had Danny Myers. We have a bar breakdown on this battle. Definitely go check that out on the channel. One of my favorite episodes. Um, I had Danny Myers winning that battle. I believe rounds 1 and 2. I believe I gave Tay Roc the third round. I just think Danny Myers. And then even so, I feel like in the past videos when we did these, I never really had someone really like clearly beating Tay Roc. I feel Danny Myers just did it. Danny Myers was waiting for this battle. Danny Myers is actually, I feel like, one of the few who actually called someone out for years and years and years, finally got them. He didn't mess up that opportunity. If you want to say he lost, you can say he lost, but he didn't drop the ball.
Mm,
Like, he made sure that you're at least gonna give me a round. Like, come on now. Like, so definitely fire battle on both sides. Like I said, I had Danny Myers, Tay Roc. In the second round, definitely had the whole You're not gonna be coming home to Dominique. You're gonna be coming home to Domino's. Like I definitely remember that one. In the third round, he had I think his most quotable bar with the um I shoot it to the tech jam, but the shot's ugly. It looked like I drew it with my left hand. If I
Mm,
messed up the bar, I apologize. It's been a while. But definitely fire battle on both sides. But and still, Tay Roc was consistent. Not saying he was bad. I just feel Dame Miles was just a little bit better, but still a great look for both MCs.
yeah. Specifically with this battle, I feel like in this instance, I guess you could say, like Rocks. No, people say like Rock was gassed and like other previously before you could say like, oh, they gassed up Rock. I feel like it's kind of flipped back up on them because I feel like, to me, in my opinion, I feel like Danny was a little bit gassed. Granted, his bars were great. No doubt about it. But I feel like a lot of things in the first round wasn't granted the reaction that it needed to get. I feel like,
The craziest round.
yeah, granted it was a solid run, but I don't feel like it was granted all of that reaction. Hence, why I feel like most people have him winning in the first. But I feel like Tay Rock's first is just as good, if
No,
with the exception of the yelling and all the extracurricular. If you really look at
no,
what's being
no,
said,
no.
I feel like it is just as good as Danny's first round. To me, I have Tay Rock winning this battle because I feel like throughout this whole battle he was rapping better than Danny Myers the whole time. But hey,
So what did he say?
I'm saying like he was rapping better than
Yeah.
Myers that whole battle. That's what I said. Like he
What
rapped
did
better.
he say?
Yeah, that's what I said, man.
No, what did he say that was like? What was he saying that was better than Dane? Like, give me some shit.
You said what?
What did Tay Roc say to you that was so much better than what Danny was saying? Like, give me some shit. Oh, don't
Yeah,
make me start playing the song. Dun, 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 dun.
yeah, the well me. Well, I'm remembering the latter of the round, like the later of the round with the parallel park shit. I remember
Okay.
fucking something else. I'm drawing a blank right now. But I remember, hold up. I thought going back into the notebooks, I could
No,
definitely
no,
explain
no.
why I had him in the first round.
I'm messing with you. We
Yeah,
already video on it. Yeah, I know. I don't remember the bars either. I'm fucking with you.
yeah, but yeah, and to me too, I feel like Danny kind of wrote down after the fact, and I feel like Tara stayed a little bit more consistent, even though I feel like he kind of let off the gas just a little bit. Um, or maybe afterwards kind of forced himself to really like yell and get all that excited seeing Danny Myers' reaction and everything. But to me, I would say it's definitely a great way to start the year off. Very controversial because uh, Danny Myers, no one really expected Danny Myers to win this battle.
Don't
To
look
me,
so startled.
to me, and then also even prior to the face off, they was dead ass about to fight. So you feel me, like
Make change.
yeah,
Make
yeah, and Tarek's really about to knock his bro. It made it seem as if he was about to knock his head off, but Tarek's not the one for altercations too much, So it's not what we expected from him, but you could definitely see that energy that came with this battle. And again, to my point, similar to Twerk, when people have a rock battle and they take it serious, you could tell the energy that Tarek demands from his opponents, which is another factor into why he's such a great battler and was one of the greatest battlers in the culture because no matter who his opponent is, his opponent always knows they have to come a certain way, pause when they're going against Tay Roc. And yeah, you kind of see that reoccurring again, especially with this battle.
right. Once again, if you want an even more in depth look at that battle, definitely go check our bar breakdown out. It's definitely fire. Um, but now moving on, that was his 41st Euro battle. His next one, because we know he battled Wise somewhere around this time. We don't remember the exact date. We just know it was after the Danny Myers battle. And I believe before Vixen. So I think this is actually the perfect time. He battled Wise. Shout out Dre Dennis. Shout out Gate to the
Mm-hmm.
God. This kind of reminded me of when Tay Roc took the Bad News battle. Definitely just gracing another battle rapper's platform. And he went over there to Gates of the Garden, and only a one round battle. Um, I think Wise had went first. I thought Wise was very good. People, if y'all want to go check out Wise, I think he's a very good battle rapper. Definitely go check him out. He was good, but then even like we said about the Bad News, I feel in the same sense, Wise was very good, and then Tay Roc went, and I just feel he just showed the levels. He showed why I'm Mr. URL, I'm the vet, I'm arguably Mount Rushmore. Some people might even have me as the greatest of all time. So he
Mm-hmm.
showed that. I think even though it's hard to kind of judge one rounders, I just had him. I preferred what he had in his one round versus what Wise had in his first round. Only a little bit because once again Wise was very good, but
Mm-hmm.
definitely shout out to Tay Roc for giving Wise that look. Shout out for Tay Roc for gracing the Gates of the Garden platform because that definitely sheds more light on there, gets them more views when the top battlers go over there. But overall, once again, great battle and a great look for Wise.
Yeah, same. Definitely, this is a great battle on both ends. I feel like Wise, even prior to this, was kind of gaining steam on Gates to Garden. It kind of went a little bit unnoticed just because maybe the names, and I even heard that Wise kind of like for certain battles he would pay out of pocket himself to make sure he was getting those names, and make sure he was, trying to get his name up. And
Keep
shout out
going,
to
bro.
shout out to Wise for having that level of effort as a battler. I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons Tarek wanted to battle him because you see the effort that Wise puts into his craft. So I feel like that's another reason why Tarek even took this battle to begin with. And Wise is arguably one of the the top battlers on Gates of the Garden. I don't really feel like he's if top, if not top five, top three battlers on Gate to the Garden. So he's definitely holding his own, and that's kind of his platform. That's his shit. Similar to how URL is Tay Roc shit. You feel me? Like they're, I wouldn't say they're similar, but you feel me? In that aspect, you feel me? They have their own league where they're the man in their own league. So definitely Tara coming over there to Wise territory and then kind of having a great performance on the hit on Wise platform, on Gates of the Garden, even though we know like Gates of the Garden is just like Dre Dennis League and all that, and it's still up and coming and it's heading towards a great direction. But big shout out to Tara for giving Wise that chance and giving that opportunity because even though Wise had a good performance, Tara kind of showed again why he's a legend in this culture and what makes him so great. And like again, the consistency with aggression, punches, and just flow patterns, schemes, and everything. Tarek always stayed consistent in those aspects and put those things on display at a high level in that battle.
Right, right. So once again, all the battle rappers, if you're gonna battle Tay Roc, don't be don't be unprepared. And damn, I forgot what I was about to say. Like crap. Let's just move on. Like I just drew a blank. Like that's
Mm,
fuck. Like let's just move on. Shout out Wise. Shout out Tay Roc. Next battle: Vixen the Assassin versus Tay Roc. Kings versus Queens. Um, I believe this was my favorite battle of the year so far. It's been
mm,
a lot of battles. There's so many leagues, so many battles. I just don't want to say that without really having my facts together. But from what I'm remembering from the battles this year, this was my favorite battle of the year. I was very impressed with both battlers. Starting off with Vixen the Assassin. Originally was supposed to battle Surf,
mm,
right? So for both Rock and Vixen, they only had about 2 weeks to prepare and perform for this battle. And they just didn't disappoint. Like to me, they had the battle of the night. Like I said, my battle of the year. Vixen just showing that I feel like Vixen, in a sense, is a female Tay Roc. Like she has that aggression. She has the bars. She has the schemes. The wordplay, the presence on stage. She knows how to move around on the stage. She has good vocal projection. and yeah, she was definitely just doing her shit. Um, I remember watching it. I'm watching her first round, and I'm like, she's damn near about to knock Tay Roc off the stage. Like, I thought that shit was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, even taking a page out of Tay Roc's book, because Tay Roc's first female ever was the C3. For Vixen to come up there and then kind of flip that, you better act like you know, you better act like you know, like just barking on Tay Roc, showing that aggressiveness. I think that was good for her, and I think on the other side though, that definitely got Rock amped up, because then Rock comes out. I believe his first round was his favorite round for me, just like straight out the gate. He had the this little white girl says, "Catch me outside," and find out how a doctor feel. Then goes into Aster gonna strike, and she gonna know how Hoffa feel. Like
Mm-hmm.
that, just like damn near shook the building. And Tay Roc with the ad libs, he says that bar, the room goes crazy, and then he's like, "Yo, you got me. Like it's me, Rock. Like
Mm-hmm.
you got me though. You got me. You feel me?" And then Vixen looking at him like, "Yeah, like you feel me." So the energy was there. Great battle on both sides. I would like to see them on a 2-on-2. If they do intergender female and male card, I would love to see Tay Roc and Vixen. Yeah, they just put on, and I'm proud of both of them. And fire battle.
Yeah, definitely Fire Battle, one of the best battles of the year so far. Definitely would have to agree in that aspect. Definitely, I would definitely say you could definitely say Rock matched this energy because Vixen, as we know, she's definitely one of the favorites. One of my favorite female battlers and just battlers in general because she knows how to work the stage and like attack her opponent. Like one thing I like she attacks her opponent. Like it's not about like the stage or anything. Like like she my bad for that, but it's definitely like like you try to make an intimidation factor on her opponents, and you can see that definitely doesn't work on Tay Roc because you're not going to sit there and intimidate Tay Roc on his stage, on his platform. Not going to happen at all. You feel me? And he kind of made that certain, like, you feel me, as much as you like good, you know, like this is like I'm Rock, and like this is my like shit here. You feel me? And to your point, he had the bars with the Dr. Phil thing. I remember I'm drawing a blank, but there was a Fairly Odd Parents bar with Wanda, and I forgot the damn
Oh,
bar.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
like it would be fairly odd if I come in the crib with Wando, Timmy, and Kyle. It was some shit like that. I know
yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah. But he definitely like those like again. Like I know it sounds very repetitive, but again, those quotables, that aggression, and them schemes, like is always at a consistent level, and it's always like at a 9 minimum. Minimal. It's always at a 9. So definitely just another consistent performance for Tay Roc, just going off against, someone that's the big dog on their side, on the female aspect side. Vixen is arguably the top battler on that side. So definitely you can see again also too, like I said before, when people have that rock battle, you see how they get, you see what the energy is demanded from them. And Vixen definitely had one of the best performances she had. Well, I think this is probably her only performance of the year, but definitely when you see like that matching of energy, is definitely like one of the best battles of the year. So yeah.
Nah, yeah. Once again, shout out Vixen, shout out Tay Roc. Um, yeah, they were great. But
Hmm.
Tay Roc, so now we're at the end. Um, Tay Roc's next battle, right?
Hmm.
Was top. So I didn't like T Top in that battle. I expected like a crazy angle, and I'm
Hmm.
not saying the like Tara that T Top was gonna come up with some fake shit and just make it sound good. I mean, like from what we know revolves around Tay Roc's name, whether it be true or not, I wouldn't know. Only Tay Roc knows. But I thought with T Top being top three anglers ever, let me not say ever, right now, like no matter of fact ever, like I thought he was gonna just come with at least one round to where Tay Roc and Lady Caution was probably gonna have to have a conversation at the crib after that. And
Hmm.
I don't know, it just didn't. It just didn't happen. I didn't even like because he did in the second address the whole Tay Roc and Lady Caution thing. I did like what T Top did with the whole because when he said when you battle House the Don and you did the whole something flew by the ear, like what the fuck was that? And then T Top tied it all together to like, bruh, that was us trying to tell you not to wife that bitch. Like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I like how he did that. But besides that, it just was it just what it wasn't enough. Tay Roc just once again out the gate. And to your point, that flow pattern that he really gets into now, where it just keeps on, it's like a roller coaster. He's going up and up and up and up. You don't even know when that shit's gonna drop, and then when it does, it's like a fucking bomb. Like, so he definitely
Mm-hmm.
showed that this battle. He showed everything that we said in damn near all of these battles: the poise, consistency, bars, schemes, vocal projection, aggressiveness. Like, you feel me? Even the minor details, like wearing the bear shirt with the bear decapitated. It's little things like that that separates the goats from the Cortez. Like, I'm my fault. I'm just throwing shots at Cortez, but um yeah, Tay Roc was just great that battle. He 30 T Top. I'm pretty sure the whole culture feels like that. If you have T Top winning that battle, you're from the South, or like you're doing perks, like, cause
Mm-hmm.
he beat T like clear,
Yeah.
like clear as day. Like, I think like before the battle was even over, like Tay Roc's just sitting on the stage chilling and shit. Like, it just, he makes it look effortless.
Mm-hmm.
Is Tay Roc the Steph Curry of battle rap?
Steph Curry. Um,
I think we
I
I
don't know.
I I think we gotta do an episode like that one day. We compare basketball players to battle rappers.
I dead told you that. That was
You
like
did?
one of the first. That was like one of the first ones in the beginning of like it's debatable.
Oh.
Yeah, like one of the
Well,
first.
well, great
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I think that would be fun. Maybe we do like 10 to 15 battle rappers, take and try to
Yeah.
compare them to like basketball. I think that would be a dope idea. No, but I said comparing him to Steph Curry because we know how on the basketball side they say Stephen Curry makes it look effortless.
Mm-hmm.
So Tay Roc on his end, he makes it look effortless, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, they just remind me of each other in that aspect. But once again, 30 T top wasn't a good T top. And then even so, because they had the quarantine battle we talked about the last video, the virtual.
Mm-hmm.
And T Top went crazy in that one. He had 15 niggas in the studio with him. He's going crazy. He's sweating with the tank top, chain flying everywhere. And then Tay Roc just like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know we was on that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
But then Tay Roc doesn't forget things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
he said, oh, I got T Top now. Do that again. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm talking about? And Tay Roc was not playing with him. Briz made his appearance back on that. I think he was kind of standing in the middle, more towards T Top side, but he just had to kind of see that um fire battle.
Yeah, and like you said, I feel like this is a battle that Terry didn't let up on. Made sure he definitely put T Top to rest on this one. I feel like specifically with this one, there wasn't much T Top can do. When we was watching it, I was kind of observing. I'm like, T Top was doing a variety of things, but none of them were really actually working. Like, you feel me? I feel like anything that T Top was doing, Terry did it better. Even if it was angling, he kind of flipped the script back on him. Like, you can't talk about me and mine. You feel me? With something happened with you and yours. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it wasn't really
Okay.
much. It wasn't really much T Top can could have did that night that would have ended up being better than Tay performance in general. It wasn't Terry really didn't leave any room for you to really be better in any aspect more. So he kind of covered all bases, and it's tough to like even get one out. Like try to get a better angle out, a better punch out, or better anything out of that. So I feel like Terry definitely trapped him in a box that battle, and definitely didn't leave him any room to escape that. So even with that being said, like Tay Roc was rapping like 5 minutes each round. So he was making sure, like, there's no way you're gonna win this battle, bro. Like, I'm taking all 3 rounds. Like, there's no way, bro. Like you're not gonna win. So even in the third round, when it was clear that he won, he was still going like 7 minutes, making sure like, bro, you are not winning
So
this.
yeah, we're gonna make sure this shit is clear. I
Yeah,
don't hear no blogger. I don't want to hear no one say he beat me twice now.
yeah,
Like, you know what I'm talking about? So great point.
yeah. He was just going off. So definitely making sure that he won that battle. And again, with this appearance, that's definitely his ninth known appearances, which makes him the top battler with the no with the most known appearances ever. So big shout out to him for having those many accolades on under his belt.
Nah, yeah. So that's Tay Roc's URL career recap from well, yeah, that's it as of right now. So in total, he has 43 URL battles. Um, it was rumored that he might stop at 50, but I don't really see that happening. Tay Roc's the type to just gonna keep battling. It may slow down as the years progress, but there's always gonna be that new guy who's hot, or that a 2-on-2 team that's hot, or a legend that might come back, or industry dude. So Tay Rock's always gonna be in the rotation. He's Mr. URL. So
Hmm.
shout out to him for having a great career, and us as fans just watching and getting to enjoy those battles, like, because like we said before, the clips and Tay Roc part 2 was one of those battles that really made me fall in love with battle rap. So
Hmm.
I'm always gonna appreciate Tay Roc for what he does. But to end the video, just as what's been circulating just more recently, we all know Summer Madness is coming along with the Drake card. Supposedly, even there's supposed to be an event in New York. Tay Roc saying after the T-Top battle, literally right after the T-Top battle, gets interviewed by 15 Minutes of Fame and says, "Yo, I'm off Swamp." So let me ask you, just to finish it off, how do you feel about that matchup? And if it was to go down, who would you have?
you know how I feel. I feel like this is a good battle. I'm definitely a Swamp fan. Um,
Yeah, we know, nigga. Calm
yeah,
down.
you feel
Calm
me?
down.
Swamp
We
is
know.
my guy, but yeah, I feel like this is another case of Tay-Roc kind of giving another up and comer a chance. Also, with Swamp, he definitely called Tay-Roc out multiple times. Granted, people felt like it wasn't that time for him to do it. He didn't really have that momentum. But now, after the recent tournament with Swamp going all the way to the finals, you kind of see the element that Swamp is in. He's kind of developing himself more as a solid battler, and I feel like this is a perfect time for him to get that type of battle. I feel like me more so, I might make just a little bit more battles before he get this Rock battle because Rock is not really nothing to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Swamp definitely has been having some great showings, but I feel like he might need a little bit more names just before this Tay Rock battle. But if it happens, I feel like Swamp is not gonna take this chance for granted. He's definitely gonna have a great performance showing out. And like to my point, you feel me? He knows the energy that's required for him to come to this battle with. For me, if this battle is to occur, I would definitely have Rock due to experience and him being in these situations more so. I really don't see too many chances of him losing, but I definitely see Swamp having a great performance. Arguably, at, at at best, this could be a classic for both of them. Um, Hopefully, it is a classic for both of them, and hopefully they come with the same energy and match each other's energy.
Yeah. Just I'll give my thoughts just real quick. I agree with just all the points you made. I would have Tay Rock as well. I think though, right now is the time when Swamp is at its hottest. He's kind of, I don't want to say at his peak, but once again, just at his hottest. I just seen an interview. Shout out to Hip Hop is Real, and he said, that's the battle he still wants. It's just now we know that Trump is about to face Chef Trez. He was saying, like, Chef Trez is nothing to sneeze at now. So you lose to Chef Trez, it's like that will mess up the traction of our battle. So now that's really up to URL if they wanna do that. 'Cause, a lot of these things be momentum things. You want two people out there hottest, it's gonna build for the best battle, right? So I hope Swamp is very strategic about this. Cause like I said, Chef Treads is nothing to play with.
Mm,
Like so, I hope he can at least have a good one with Chef Trust, so we still get the Tay Roc and Swamp. Um, yeah, and I think it would be a fire battle. But that's gonna be it for the Tay Roc career recap. This is just a new series that we're trying to add to the channel. Um, for the next one, like we talked behind the scenes, we wanted to do a female. We're probably looking at Miss Hustle. For the next career recap. When will that happen? Not too sure. Like we just gotta figure out because we have a lot of other ideas we want to integrate to the channel. But just be on the lookout. Just want to thank you to all the supporters, fans who had just been rocking with us from the beginning. Um, all the supporters on Instagram who follow and you be engaged to what we got going on. Shout out to y'all. To all the subscribers we've earned, even though it's not a lot. I appreciate y'all. And like the video, comment, subscribe, and that's it.
yeah, definitely, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely give your feedback too. We definitely appreciate it. Um, Stay tuned. As we said before, we definitely have a lot of things coming up as well. So definitely keep an eye out for It's Debatable and the brand in general. So yeah, definitely we appreciate you guys' support and always stay in touch and stay in contact.
We we out of here.
All right. Hold on.